Have you ever looked at an old silver coin and wondered if it could actually be worth a fortune? Well, today we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the 1925 Mercury Dime. At first glance, it may look like just another small silver coin, but don't be fooled. This coin has stories of rarity, beauty, and value that can blow your mind. Collectors are paying hundreds, thousands, and in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars for the right example. Let's break it all down and see why this 1925 dime could make you rich. The Mercury Dime, officially known as the Winged Liberty Head Dime, was designed by sculptor Adolph A. Weinman and minted from 1916 to 1945. The obverse shows Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought, while the reverse displays a fasces, representing strength and unity, along with an olive branch for peace. This coin is widely considered one of the most beautiful designs in American coinage history. Now, when it comes to the year 1925, things get particularly interesting. The 1925 Mercury Dime was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. While millions were produced, survival in high grades is surprisingly low. Over the years, many of these coins circulated heavily, were melted for silver content, or were simply lost. This scarcity makes the 1925 Mercury Dime, especially in pristine condition, incredibly valuable today. Let's talk numbers. A 1925 Mercury Dime in heavily worn condition might be worth just around $3 to $10, mainly for its silver melt value. But as the grade improves, the value skyrockets. For example, a lightly circulated example can bring $20 to $50, while an uncirculated Philadelphia mint coin can jump to $200 or more. Now here's where it gets exciting. The rarest and most pristine examples can bring jaw-dropping amounts. A high-grade 1925 Mercury Dime with full split bands on the fasces, meaning the strike was sharp and detailed, has been known to sell for over $5,000 to $15,000 at auctions. And for coins graded MS-67 with full bands, the price can soar past $25,000. Yes, you heard that right. Just a single dime, worth less than a soda when it was minted, now valued like a brand new car. But that's not the end of the story. The 1925 D and 1925 S are even trickier. Both Denver and San Francisco mint dimes had smaller mintages and poorer strikes compared to Philadelphia. Finding these coins in well-preserved condition is a real challenge for collectors. A 1925 D in average circulated grade might go for $15 to $40, but in higher grades it can shoot past $500 to $1,500. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a gem-quality 1925 D with full bands, auction results have reached well over $20,000. The 1925 S is another story. San Francisco dimes are notorious for weak strikes, making fully detailed examples extremely rare. Most 1925 S dimes show mushy details on the reverse fasces, so if you find one with sharp details, congratulations, you may have a real treasure. In uncirculated condition, these can easily fetch $2,000 to $5,000, and the finest known pieces with full split bands have commanded $30,000 or more in major auctions. Imagine holding a dime worth more than a year's salary. Collectors often say that Mercury dimes are a set builder's dream, but the 1925 series is where the dream becomes a challenge. Completing the year with all 3 mint marks in high grade is no easy task. That's why serious numismatists are willing to pay big money when a rare high-quality example hits the market. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stacksbowers have seen intense bidding wars over these coins, proving that demand is strong and growing. Now let's add a little historical context. The 1920s were known as the Roaring Twenties, a period of economic growth and cultural change. Jazz music was booming, automobiles were transforming society, and the U.S. Mint was quietly producing coins that would one day become national treasures. The 1925 Mercury Dime is a direct piece of that history. You're not just holding silver, you're holding a relic from nearly a century ago, a time when America was finding its modern identity. So how do you know if you have one of these gems in your pocket or coin jar? First, check the date, 1925. Then look closely on the reverse, near the bottom, to see if there's a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. No letter means Philadelphia. Next, look at the condition. Coins with sharp details and no heavy wear are worth checking with a coin dealer or grading service. Pay special attention to the bands on the fasces. If they're fully split and clear, that's the jackpot detail that can send your coin's value soaring into the thousands. Another thing to consider is professional grading. Coins certified by PCGS or NGC often sell for much higher prices because buyers trust the grade. A raw, ungraded 1925 dime might bring a few $100s, but the same coin in a certified MS66 FB holder could bring thousands. That's why serious collectors always prefer certified coins, and if you think you found a rare one, sending it in for grading could be the best investment you ever make.